everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be discussing add two numbers represented by linked lists. So let's get started. The question states that we are given the two decimal numbers which are represented by two linked lists of size n and m respectively. Now the task is to return a linked list that returns the sum of these two numbers. So an example is also given here. The number 190 is represented as 190 null. Similarly, 25 by 25 null. And sum of these two numbers is 190 plus 25, which is 215. So it will be represented as 215 null. Hence, we are returning the head of this linked list, which is 215 null, and the output would be returned. Now, let's see examples. In first example, we are having 4, 5 as one linked list, 3, 4, 5 as another linked list. So, when we add 345 with 45, we get 390. So this is the output. So our output list will be 3, 9, 0, and then null. So this is our final output. Now let's see another example. We are given 6, 3 and 7. So it would be 63 plus 7, which would give us 70, and hence the resulting linked list would be 7, 0 and null. So now let's understand how we will be doing it. So first what we can do is taking example of 3, 4, 5 and another list as 4 and 5. So as we know that in some operation we have the carry element also, like the numbers would be carried forward. So for that, if we add these two and have the carry operation, we need to start adding from the backward direction. So first what we do in simple addition, if I write numbers like this and add up, first we add 5 with 5, which would give us 0 and carry as 1. Then we would add 4 with 4, which would give us 8, carry with 1, so 9, and then 3. So like this we add up. So as we see, we are adding from the reverse direction. Then our first step would be to reverse this list. So our list is 4 and 5. We would reverse it. It would become 5, 4. And our next list is 3, 4, 5. So it will become 5, 4 and 3. Now we can add this list and carry forward the carry to the next element, and then repeating the same, we can get the output. So what we are doing first, we are adding 5 and 5. So we get sum is our carry plus first element plus second element. So carry plus first element plus second element. So initially our sum will be, as carry is 0 initially, so it will be 0 plus 5 plus 5. So our sum comes out to be 10. Now as sum is greater than or equal to 10, which means it's coming in 2 digits, and we note that we want sum in 1 digit and other would be carried off. So we can have carry as 1 here, and our sum would be reduced to sum modulus 10, which would be 0 here. So we have sum as 0 and carry as 1. Again we would repeat the same procedure by moving to the next element. So here what we get 0 here and 1 is carried off. Now moving to the next element, we have sum as 1, as carry is 1, plus first element 4 plus second element 4. So our sum comes out to be 9. And in this case there is no carry as it is a single digit number, so carry would be 0. Now iterating for the next element, we are left with only 3. So we have sum is 0 as carry. First element is also 0 as we have nothing here. Second element is 3. So we get sum equal to 3. So we get 0, 9, 3 as the output. Now as we have reversed the list initially, we need to reverse it again. So we would reverse this output list also. So 0, 9, 3 will become 3, 9, 0, and hence our output would be 3, 9, 0 and none. So this is our output list, which is shown in this output as well. So let's understand it better through the C++ code. So here is our C++ code. You can write the code for reversing the list as we have shown here in the recursive calls, or you can also refer to the previous video to see how to reverse the linked list. A separate video is available for that. And now we need to add the two lists. So first we are reversing first list and the second list. Both the lists are reversed. Now we have this resultant as null, which will be our final list, and this will be the head of that list. And we have some pointers pointing to null initially, and carry as 0, and sum is also defined here. So till the first is not equal to null means the list is not pointing to null, and second is not pointing to null. We have sum equal to carry plus data of first plus data of second. As soon as data of first becomes null, it would return 0 if data of second is present, and vice versa is also true. So after having this sum, we have carry as 1 or 0 depending on whether the sum is greater than or equal to 10 or not, and we have sum as sum modulus 10 as it would give us a single digit. Next, what we are doing, we are creating a new node with the value of sum, which will be added to our new linked list, which is represented by head as res. So if res is initially null, we have res equal to 10, means the head of the list will be the first element which we are getting in temp. Next, if res is not null, means if we are calculating sum for the second element, then we can simply have the previous next equal to temp, as initially we have previous equal to temp, and then we have first as first next, which means we are moving further in the list, and similarly we are moving further in the second list. And in the case if last carry is greater than 0, which means if we are having the carry afterwards also at the end of the calculations, so for that we would be having a new node with the value of carry, and then we would return the reverse of this resultant list. So let's see this. We had 4, 5 and 3, 4, 5. First we have reversed the list, so we have 5, 4 and then 5, 4, 3. Now we have sum equal to carry plus first data plus second data. So carry is 0, first data is 5, second data is 5. Adding these two we get 10. Now carry is here 1 because sum is greater than equal to 10. So we have carry as 1 here, and sum is sum modulus 10. So 10 modulus 10 is 0, so we get 0 here. So we replace this sum by 0 instead of 10. Next, what we have, temp equal to new node of sum. So our temp would be having, temp is a node which is having value of 0. And we see that resultant is null initially, so res will be equal to temp. So this would be res, which is represented as R here. Next we have previous equal to temp. So this will also be pointing to the previous. Now first is existing, so we have first equal to first next, which means the pointer has moved here, and also for the second one the pointer has moved here. Now sum is carry plus first data plus second data. Repeating this step, we have sum equal to carry is 1. Our first data is 4 now, and second data is also 4. So our sum would return 9 here. And in this case, carry is 0, sum is 9. So temp is new node of sum. So temp is 9, and we have resultant as null, which is not true in this case because we have already resultant pointing to 0. So we will move to else condition, which is previous or next is temp. So previous is 0 and next to it we have temp, which is 9. Now previous equal to temp, so previous is shifted to temp, so previous is pointing to 9 now. After this if first exists. Now first does not exist, so first is removed from here and second is moved to second next. So it is pointing to null and this is pointing to 3. Now what we see is sum equal to carry plus first data plus second data. Now in this case carry is 0, sum would be 0 plus we don't have the first data, so we have 0 and second data is 3, so we have sum as 3. Now rest is not null, so previous next is temp. We are having temp as 3, carry as 0, so temp is pointing to 3 now and carry is 0 in this case. And sum is 3. And we have previous next as temp. So previous next as temp. Now the loop breaks as first is also becoming equal to null and second is also becoming equal to null. We see that if carry is greater than 0, this condition is not true for this, as we have now finally carry as 0 as we checked. Now we return the reverse of this resulting list. So resulting list is 093. Reversing this list, we have 3, 9, 0. Hence this is the output and our code is fine for this. Let's compile and check this code. So the code is running fine. I hope you guys enjoyed it and also understand how to add two numbers represented by a linked list. Thanks for watching.